Most of the halal chicken produced in England is based on an inbred, docile Frankenstein-type bird known as Ross cobs. These are reared with no reference to animal welfare, but solely based on economics. This Ross cob breed, which is 99.999% of all the halal chicken we produce, would die if it were let outdoors. It wouldn't know what to do with itself. It's poorly feathered, has no natural instincts, it doesn't know how to move. They grow so fast that their weight quickly outgrows the bones, which if they're left too long will start to crack under the weight of the body. They're reared indoors exclusively. This applies to all the halal meat that you're buying in the UK, pretty much. In batches, 20,000 up to 100,000 birds per industrial shed is not uncommon. They're kept continually in the dark to prevent normal activity. It also prevents them from pecking and cannibalizing each other due to boredom and overcrowding. Unhygienic conditions, sitting in their own feces for much of their own life, leads to hock burns on their legs. It leads to blemishes on the chest due to the ammonia, which is effectively a light acid bath that they sit in. Infection and disease would run through the houses, except for the fact that they're daily drip-fed antibiotics throughout their life. That cocktail of chemicals is part of the issue of obesity, possibly, that we're seeing an epidemic of amongst the Muslim community, because that passes into us. It also acts as a growth promoter in the chicken. So if you're told that chickens don't have growth promoters, it's not true. They're daily drip-fed antibiotics, which are growth promoters. But despite this, a large number still die of contagion, and daily, through these sheds, pickers are sent to take out the dead carcasses, which are often stripped clean by the other birds, who will peck them. And then they're dumped in skips, and more will die during transportation. Due to the economic pressures to provide the cheap meat, this is a common occurrence in the halal industry. One simple fact, just to focus the mind: no mass-produced halal chicken in the UK ever sees the light of day in its short life. It doesn't even see light because the lights are dimmed. Can that really be acceptable or halal? I think we have to ask ourselves that fundamental question. It's dishonest in a way to possibly use the term tayyab if that meat is coming from those conditions, which is the case, sorry to say, with all the halal meat produced in the UK. And to me, it's a gross misunderstanding of halal.